Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Happy Tuesday.
Welcome to A.M.O.K. And we are going amok tonight.
We are off the rails again.
Yeah. I kind of, last week, I never had like the day right in my head all week long. And today, I was like, I still didn't have, hey, we got feedback again.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Is that you? Okay.
This thing goes automatic, and YouTube just keeps starting to yell it. I'm like,
well, you can hear me. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
I was going on today, like all the way through today, like it was later on in the week, like it was Wednesday, and we had the show already, and it's like it wasn't until I grabbed my tacos, because it's Taco Tuesday, I realized, oh, it is Tuesday, because if I had passed by El Super Taco and not got my stuff, I'd have been very depressed.
I had Italian.
That's my Tuesday in a nutshell. What?
Tonight, I had Italian with tiramisu
on Tuesday. Isn't that like?
Hey, it is. I was eating my dinner.
I haven't ate yet.
That was a special dinner that I ate with my kids.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. It's a special dinner because it's like a special.
Yeah.
It's like a special day.
World. In case you don't know yet, you probably already do because you watch us all the time, but it's her birthday all day. Unless she changes her mind and moves it.
Happy birthday, Shaw.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ken is not going to sing happy birthday to you. No.
Well, I already did.
You already did.
We like you guys. We're not singing.
Thank you, Ginger.
At least on my behalf.
Yes.
So let me tell you what we discovered as we were getting ready to air. We come on and we start talking, and like as we do, because we have our time too, and in our time we discovered that our guest was rescheduled from last week to this week, actually rescheduled right after that to next week. Right? Is that how it went?
She ended up having to work again, so she did have to reschedule from this week to next week. But she's off work next week, so she said she will be here, and she's so sorry. She apologized.
So you know what that means. You know what that means.
Yeah.
I mean,
she needs to pick
that means you get blessed by just listening to us, which is fantastic. Because actually, we like to have guests, but we like to just chit chat. We like to be us.
Yeah.
But before we go there, we need to talk about what's our next thing. What's coming up? You guys just did
Goblin Con.
Goblin Con.
Goblin Con.
So that I don't know if goblins need their own con.
Apparently, they do very well.
They did very well last year, and they're doing very well this year.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yeah. Got some great speakers.
It's a good spot, Hopkinsville, which is the home of the goblins. If anyone remembers the story from the 50s.
Yeah. So there's a goblin out there?
There are two goblins, yeah.
It's under the bridge, and sometimes it's around over by the cemetery.
Yeah.
Under the bridge would be a troll, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You would think.
They're related, yes.
Related,
the original story.
Second cousin.
You don't have to pay a troll to get across. So, yeah, we're good.
So, we do have Goblin Con coming up this weekend. We're going to be airing live. We're going to do live interviews. We're also going to do live table tipping. I am going to make sure it airs on A.M.O.K as well as all the other channels. Okay. I will make sure.
Because I was bummed out about that.
I have to figure out how to. I might have to message Adrian and be like, Adrian, I need the code for Facebook because I can't do it. Or have Ken or Pam do it because for some reason it's not letting me find where to get the darn thing for for the Book of Faces.
That's right. Yeah, we ran into that, didn't we?
Yeah.
I am going to give a preview
of
the
YouTube, right?
table tipping.
Well, the YouTube wasn't streaming either, and I had it streamed. I had it connected to the Beam, so I need to find out. What I'm probably going to do is play around with it the next couple of days because I'm off the next couple of days because it's my birthday week, and I'm going to play around with it and see if I can get it to work.
Birthday week.
My birthday week. Adrian judging goblins, shaking my head.
So live table tipping
table
preview.
Tipping.
Ready? Yep. There's a preview. This is a preview.
Nice.
So we're going to be doing that with Marky Fultz and Sin Trader Heel and Pam and Ken and myself.
But I'm being serious when I did that because that's what it looked like to me when I've been to one. And that's what it looked like. It's like, oh my God, this is crazy.
I don't understand it.
It wasn't my computer didn't move.
That's
it was a
why
table.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah, it'll be a first for me too.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I am looking very forward to it.
I forget. Is that Friday or Saturday?
I don't know. They haven't given me a date yet.
Okay.
Probably Friday night, but we'll see.
Okay.
Birthday month, Shaw. Thank you, Beth.
Yeah. What is it? And well, she said that. Yeah. Adrian judging goblins. Yeah. I
do not condone drinking, but it's my birthday.
Pepsi.
There you go.
Anyhow.
It's green tea.
Green tea. There you
go. Kind of like judging, kind of like a Halloween contest, right? For you, judging goblins.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe it. I don't believe in much. I believe in ghosts because I see them. I believe in that creature that I saw because I saw it. I have a hard time believing in things I can't see. But
well, he sees a goblin. He's a skeptic.
Yeah.
I see a lot.
Hey, I'm skeptical of Bigfoot, but there's so many people that have claimed to see Bigfoot. You've claimed to see Bigfoot, but I'm sitting here going, I've never seen him.
Yeah.
But I can't be too skeptical because I have to be a little bit open-minded because of being in the paranormal field.
No, wait a minute. No, that's where a lot of people understand because or misunderstand because they being skeptical, you have to be a non-believer. There's a difference.
Right.
You can be an open-minded skeptic. That just means you're going to go search, you're going to go find out and look.
Right.
And it depends on your heart because if your heart is to just discredit everything, that's not a skeptic. There's another word for that. But if you're actually trying to find the truth because you really hope that you can do that, but you're just not going to be tripped up by all this stuff. You can't. I love the Bigfoot, all the footprints and stuff like that, but I also know that there are people out there that are just real jerks or make things like that happen.
Yeah.
And so I have a hard time. There's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of really interesting stories, and I want to believe, but it's hard for me to believe.
Well, like last night, I was watching the guy from Myth Monsters and Mullets. He was doing a live feed, and they had found an ark in the woods that was made out of a limb onto another tree, and I'm sitting there going, but that could have been naturally done. Because the way the limb was, but at the same time, I'm not there. I can't see what they're seeing except for what's on the video. So I don't know what kind of stuff they find. And I'm not a Sasquatch researcher. I level more with the ghosties. So
that's my thing. That's why I say I can't say there's not a Bigfoot because I don't go out there looking for Bigfoot.
Right.
No. It's 105 degrees outside right now.
It was 118 with the heat index today. My poor hubby had to work in this mess. Ugh. But it is absolutely crazy how some of these people go out in this heat.
I'm hard convinced.
But there would be natural. There would be natural arches out there, Sha, and I do agree with that. But when you find them and you see that there's a stack of them and they're weaved together, that's a different story.
That's different. Yeah.
That's a different story, correct.
That's
But I mean,
completely different.
That could be Boba out there in the
But this was just a limb.
drinking green tea.
you are absolutely correct. And being a skeptic also means, or open skeptic means you've got to be able to debunk things too. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, really.
Ed Six Gun. No, I was looking at Ed Six Gun's comment. Sasquatch responds more to females than it does to men.
Yes.
I wonder why.
Enzo, I'm not afraid to look for Sasquatch. I'm afraid of getting a tick bite that will keep me from eating meat ever again.
Exactly.
And didn't I say that exact same thing? When I say I'm tasty, I don't really think Bigfoot's gonna eat me. Yeah, I want if I meet Bigfoot, I hope he's more like Harry and the Henderson.
And the Henderson.
Oh my God!
John Lithgow.
Speaking of ticks, I had one on my back and didn't realize it. And
Oh,
I
no.
No!
Was it a deer tick?
The only thing I could think of is that it came from my dog.
Probably.
No, luckily it was not a deer tick. I went and
Good.
got it looked at. It was a big mark on my back, about this big, for a month.
Yeah.
And I'm still eating bacon and meat, so I'm good.
I can't, and it sucks. And you guys know this. I complain about it all the time.
I know it sucks because we saw the results of it also. If you
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. Yeah, I don't know if you heard about that, Adrian. After the Paracon in Caney, we went to Buck's to eat before we went to the Greg. And
Yeah.
I accidentally ingested some ham and hived out.
Oh no! Really?
Awesome.
She
Yeah.
had puffy cheeks for about an hour, I guess.
Yeah, I had like
That's-
hives. So I was like taking Benadryl. I'm like, I've got 2 EpiPens with me. So
Yeah.
I didn't need to take them, but I got super tired. I chewed it and then I immediately spit it out because I was like, oh no. That was ham. Not good.
Oh no!
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow, that sucks so freaking bad.
It does. And I've gotten better over the years. It's gotten, I can tolerate small amounts of dairy and stuff now. But
Here goes your first conspiracy theory thing. Alpha Gal has increased tremendously. Oh yeah, because it's man-made. Little bastards made that thing happen, and now it's gone awry.
Chiggers can too. Oh my God! I don't ever want to go camping again.
Lyme disease, yeah. Chiggers can.
No.
Yeah.
And I love
Yeah, I like
nature.
I love nature and pictures. It's great. But it's not climate controlled out there. It's just climate. I like my air conditioning. I like my heater. I like things like that. I mean, yeah, I'm spoiled. I know that. I've been a medic for 42 years. I work in a cool environment. That's what I like.
You're not a field tech. Yeah.
No. I'm a
Mhm.
I work in CT where it's nice and cold. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that.
Oh my gosh! I
Not a-
keep getting messages and calls. I'm sorry. Let me put that down.
What?
So I'm not looking at it.
It's your birthday though.
Yeah.
I know. I told him I'm on the show that I will call him back after the show.
Tell him, talk to me next year. Leave me alone. No, I get
What
it.
did we used to use for ticks to keep them away? Was it Love's? No, not Love's. Skin So Soft. It was through.
Skin So Soft.
Yeah, that stuff worked too. I don't know if they still make it though.
Off
And,
is pretty good about keeping ticks away now too.
That's good.
And when it's too late, use calamine lotion.
No, after it's too late. Yeah, no, thanks. It's too
Sucky
late. Then you have
part,
to live
so-
then you have to live in fear.
Ken was with
Yes,
us.
I
It's
did.
been a few years now where I think it was you and Scotty and maybe Enzo. I can't remember. Enzo, chime in if you were there. I can't remember.
This was
But you guys were at Caney and we took you out west of town.
over at the cemetery.
Yeah, and you guys were like tromping down to the river and stuff. I'm staying on the gravel by the vehicle so I wouldn't get into where the ticks are. We
Right.
get home, I had 2 ticks on me and nobody else had any. And I was like, are you kidding?
What?
And they were deer ticks too. I'm like, really? Thanks. So I must be super tasty to ticks because
How do you tell the difference? They got little antlers. Or
It's
something?
because it's so
No,
sweet.
they have a
White
little
spot
white
on them.
spot.
Oh, okay.
yeah, those are deer ticks.
Oh.
Yeah. No, they have a little
I don't know.
antlers.
All I know is that at the barbie or at
Some of them
the,
have red noses.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed
That's why I asked about the antlers. Yeah.
Did you go get checked to see if any of them had Lyme disease to make sure you didn't get Lyme disease again?
I did not. I have alpha gal. Is what I've got.
I know you have alpha gal, but I know if once I read something, the alpha gal can kind of lower down to where you can eventually eat again.
There's someone that I know.
Yeah,
and it will go down except if you get rebit by a tick with
yeah.
The gal.
I don't have nothing to do with it. I don't even want to put myself in a situation. I don't want to do it.
I haven't tried eating. Well, yeah, I have. I've eaten bacon and ham last couple of days, and I got a bunch of jigger bites all over my ankles from the bonfire. So, wait, what I got here?
5 bands of Lyme disease.
Hey, Jason.
No.
What?
Hey.
That sucks.
Wow.
What, did you realize you just got a year older?
Wow.
So, do any of you guys have any questions for us tonight? Since we're
I heard what the oh no. I was digging in my bag.
Yeah, we're all wondering what the oh no was for.
Let's do the brown bag. Yeah.
Well, no, you said I would reach around and grab the brown bag, and you went, oh no! I was like, I missed something.
Oh. Well, do the ground bag. Do the brown bag.
Okay, if you guys don't know,
the 91 proof.
If you haven't been here during the thing, I made this really fancy bag.
Very impressive.
Full of questions for nights such as these. If we didn't have subjects specifically to talk about, and if I was going to do government conspiracies and Bill Gates and the Alpha Gal thing, I'd have to get Tina back up here because that'll send her right down the thing. We do have.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We do have a big subject matter from Rhonda from the Arkansas Expo who wants to talk to you, Pam, about ley lines.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because she's really into the ley line.
Nice.
And I'm not really not too sure about all that. So this is what I picked. Let's see what it is. Oh, if you don't know, I got this thing for nights such as these. And it's just questions. It's little things I put down there. And that's great. But like the panels, I would rather answer your questions than answer mine. And a lot of these things I wrote down because I disagree so much with the paranormal realm. So let's see what I said. Oh, this one will be easy. This one will be great. It ain't going to show it. It's going to say, there it is. Favorite equipment. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's different on that because I'm more skeptical of the equipment than I am ghosts. So shoot, let you guys talk.
I don't use
crickets. Well, you use it. You that god awful thing. That spirit.
I use anything that's got noise. I like noise. It's
I have to say I like the digital seance that Lourdes and Ron had.
That was really cool.
Was a really cool device.
Yes.
And I would love to use it again.
Yeah. It was a back and forth conversation. You could hear emotion in the voice. You could hear the difference.
Inflection.
Yeah. And there was more than one person talking. You could tell the difference in the people that were talking, that were answering.
If it was male or female or
it wasn't like a flat, electronic voice. It was actual, more human sounding. It was really good.
Was this a piece of equipment?
It's so funny, Beth.
Yeah, they call it the digital seance.
I know a lot of people do that. And I have a story on that, Beth, because we had people. I'm about give me something I can prove. Give you something. I like to capture that EVP or a picture or something. A visible experience is something that's corroborated by other people. And here I am trying to show somebody at a location evidence that we've got, and she goes, "Oh, I don't need to hear all that. I know it there because I feel them." And I was like, "Is that what you do if you go to help people out?" Because now I've lost the thing. I can't get rid of you. You're there forever. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I'm like, here's my rub with the woo-woo part.
My
Anybody
rub with
can
the woo-woo
say,
part.
yeah, anybody can say anything. And that's what I say. Yeah, and I've dealt with so many people who weren't woo-woo and now all of a sudden are woo-woo. And I'm like, so at that point, I start not believing anybody's woo-woo. So I have a hard time, like, really making that stretch. And I've had some people say something to me that made me scratch my head and make me wonder. But I'm not one of those, oh, well, they must be because they answered or they said this. So it takes me a long time to get there. But yeah, I know a lot of people are that way. And a lot of teams nowadays. And so you come to a team like us who are science based. I won't say we totally use the scientific method because I don't have a network that I, peer review with and stuff like that. But we do use equipment, try to get that, and try not to put our feelings much into whether some place is haunted or not. But now we come across teams that got like 6 or 7 psychics on their team, and they all feed off each other, and they give these people, oh, this is what it is. It's Timmy. He fell down the stairs. He broke his neck right here, and he's really sad because he don't know why. All that stuff. And I'm like going, that's so FOS because you can't prove that, and anybody can say, like I said, anything. And just because people act all fancy and they have a crystal around their neck and put flowers in their hair, that doesn't, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But but I have seen and I have worked with people who I believe, so I know it exists. But yeah,
The
it's
witch
just
in
like,
the woods.
Witch in the woods. What are you talking about?
It's Six Gun said, have you heard anything about the witch in the woods?
He's answering
We
that.
don't go into the woods. We talked about that.
We had an interesting thing happen in NOLA while we were down there. Because I'm a little woo, but not woo-woo.
Little woo. I just woo.
Just a little.
Oh, she went woo.
I went woo-woo. And it was weird because Shauna was with me and I pointed something out to her. Yeah, it's record. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah. So we were at like this ceremony, the opening ceremony, and I saw something dark around this guy across from us. And I was like, Shauna, can you see something around him? And she was like, I don't see anything. So she said, let's call someone else over and ask them. So we call them over. That is woo-woo. And she was like, I don't see anything. And he had a problem in the past, but he's okay now. And she told us who this guy is. We had no idea who he was. And, she's like, he's had problems in the past, but it was taken care of. And we were like, oh, okay. So I'm like, maybe I didn't see anything. I was like, no, I totally saw something. I know I did. And then we are interviewing the guy was it the next day or later that day? No, it was the next day.
Next day.
Yeah. And so he's sitting there talking to us, and there was something else that had happened with him that I had pointed out to Shauna before we interviewed him. And he's sitting there with us and he's telling us he doesn't ghost hunt. He's gone once. He doesn't go anymore because something followed him home and it basically attached itself to him. And so we were just like, wow. So she's telling him, that's interesting because Pam thought she saw something, and he was like, oh, wow, they actually got rid of whatever it was. And it's a good thing that they did because it's extremely violent toward women. And something else that had happened had played into that. But this was the day before we knew him or anything about him that I had pointed out to Shaw then too. And we were just like, we were looking at each other like, oh crap. So yeah, we think he may need to get re-upped on his protection or whatever they did to take care of him because there was still something definitely hanging around him. I saw something. I don't know what I thought. But it was weird. It was weird. And I don't normally have things like that happen. So we don't know if it's because we're in New Orleans. I don't know.
Well, you don't have to be woo-woo to have like an intuition you can tell when, like, if you're at a restaurant and somebody's staring at you, you're like, why are you staring at me? So, I guess people do give off energy. So I guess I could see how it could happen, but I don't know.
It was weird. There was a lot more.
It
to
was
that. I'm not
very
gonna-
weird, especially how he
really.
confirmed everything
Yeah,
she was
he
telling me
did
that weekend.
completely.
Well,
We were just like,
Anita blows me away because I mean she'll say things I'm like whatever, okay, I'll take it with a grain of salt, and but even she'll tell you that she's not right all the time.
oh no,
But
nobody is. Yeah,
but
nobody is.
but she said things that just have blown me away, and said things in the middle of an investigation that were like okay, and we hear it again in the audio as we're going over it, and she's actually responding to what's happening. So I can't deny that.
Yeah.
Unless she's got like super sensitive hearing, and I just I have hearing aids, so what can I talk about? Anything. Anyhow, back to the equipment.
It was strange. We had
What do
that.
I use?
What else happened? We had the amputation.
We had the amputation board.
That was weird. Yeah, that was weird.
No.
Because for those who don't know in the chat, I have a prosthetic leg. I lost my leg in a car accident back in the 90s. And I lost his name, Dan from Gettysburg. Yeah, they have haunted objects in their museum, and he had brought some with him to New Orleans. And one of the things that he brought was this board that was used in field hospitals at Gettysburg to amputate limbs on. And he was like, "Ooh, I have this thing you might be interested in. I don't know." And I was like, "Absolutely, that would be wild to see." So he told us when we had time to go back and look. So Sean and I go back there, and he takes us to it. And Sean is live streaming the whole thing, and he's explaining a little bit about it, the history of it and stuff. And he's like, "So you want to touch it?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I can't come. I will completely regret it if I don't, be kicking myself if I don't do it and never have this opportunity again." So I put my hand on the top of it and held it less than 30 seconds on there. And then I backed off and burst into tears. It was the weirdest thing. And if you guys know me, that's not my normal. I don't do that. And yeah, it was crazy. And poor Dan's like, "Oh God,"
It was. He was like, I told you. It was like, yeah, you did.
And I'm over there going, yeah, it was bad. I felt emotions coming from it. It was just a bombardment. It felt like a sledgehammer in the chest. It was weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it was wild.
It was absolutely wild. Crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do use spirit boxes. That's what Adrian was referring to before. Anything that makes noise like that talks.
It destroys my evidence.
That talks to me because I want to carry on conversations. That's my whole premise of investigating now. It's been that way for a number of years. But I do use recorders. I do use I like using dowsing rods, and those are quiet. Yeah. I use pendulums. Those are quiet unless you drop them. Yeah. I'm trying to think, what else do I use? My senses. So that's pretty much.
I like dowsing rods. Dowsing rods are great. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Your ears and yeah. So those are some of the things I use. What I use, people always, we can get on this topic, but won't stay there very long. But Ouija boards, oh hell yeah, I'll use a Ouija board. I have, but I don't use a Ouija board. And they're going, "Oh, because you're afraid of them?" No, because they're too slow. I can't talk to a spirit because they're too slow.
Plus do a lot of spelling out of things.
Plus, you got to know how to spell.
Yeah.
I guess if you're woo-woo, you're opening yourself up to spirit to talk to you, speak to you, use you in that whatever way anyway. So I guess there's not much difference between using a Ouija board and just opening yourself up to spirits. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to be a puppet ever again.
Yeah, no. And I understand that. And that may make sense. But as soon as you turn on your recorder and you're in a haunted place and you're trying to contact something, Adrian, you've already opened yourself up.
No, because I'm saying talk to this. I'm using equipment as the medium barrier, and not me. And like this this is one of the recorders that, I mean, it's old. It's like one of our first recorders, but
Those
it's a
older
good
ones are the better
thing.
ones. So.
Nobody who does an investigation with me isn't mic'd. We all have a
Right.
recorder,
Right.
and it's on there. I put my I have a Zoom H2N, fantastic recorder. It doesn't have to be the really expensive H4s or all that. The H2 is good, but what's funny is you stick that on a microphone stand, because it's got the little microphone thing under there. It looks like an old time step up to the microphone and talk.
That's
So
cool.
when I'm talking to people, when I talk, I say step up to the microphone and tell me your name, things like that.
Sure.
So, but it's good too. But what's good about these and why we mic everybody is because that way, if somebody's talking and they're out of step my mic, it may sound like an EVP to me, and we didn't call it out because it sounded normal. We could hear their voice, but on the recorder it distorts. So every time I get an EVP, I listen to everybody's recorder at that timestamp to make sure that it's for real, and then I can also tell, oh, well, it was closer to Tina than it was to me because, things like that. That's just one of our protocols. But all I use is the noggin, my recorder, usually two of them, a point and shoot camera because my SLR sucks in the dark, and a video camera. And the video camera more to document where people are, and the cameras are more to document where people are because it got very few. I think we got close to 500 investigations. I think I've only got 3 or 4 what I would consider paranormal pictures. So
they're hard to get. They really are.
I'd like to have a FLIR, but I know they've come down in price, and I'm not investigating as much as I used to, so it wouldn't be worth the amount. But they had FLIRs. You had to have one that actually can record. Some of them would only just show it, and just the ones that just showed it, you had to have a video camera on the FLIR screen, and that was a pain in the butt. And those were still like $3,500, $4,000.
Oh yeah, they're ridiculous.
Now you can. They're an app on your phone. You can just stick it into your phone and go. So I'm like, they're pretty amazing.
Enzo said I carry a Geiger counter on investigations now. Oddly enough, I had a big researcher ask if I carried one because they do too. That's cool.
Oh,
that's true. Yeah, I've heard of that. Adrian, when you're investigating, do you ask questions, or is it strictly just listening?
No, we ask questions. But oddly enough, most of the EVPs that we got were interjected into conversation between.
Right. Just your normal conversations. Yeah, you'll get answers that way too. I agree.
What?
Enzo was with us, and it was at the Greg Theater. Gosh, when was that, Enzo? A couple of years ago, and we were doing a Estes method, and they had me doing it, and I had to stop because I got so cold, and I don't remember. I know that there was a temperature drop, but I don't recall what it was. But I stayed cold until we left, like chattering cold. And when we got out, I didn't realize it. And it was summertime. Get in the Jeep and drive home. Didn't realize till I got home that I actually had the air conditioner on in the car because it was so hot out. And didn't think about it. It was after we got out of the Greg that I wasn't freezing again.
Wow.
Said no. This over here. This Six Gun said went to Crazy Earls. That's here in Fort Smith. So.
Oh, okay. When he said Clayton, I'm like, we got Clayton, Missouri, which is like 4 miles from me. And Clayton Road, so.
Yeah. Here in
it's your area,
okay. The River Valley area, yeah.
Okay.
And no, Crazy Earls. That place had a weird feeling about it anyway. So.
Okay.
but yeah, no. You talk about cold. I've only experienced one cold spot, and that was here at the Bobby Burns home, which is a guy who killed his mother here in town, cut her head off,
Oh my God.
Yeah. Rode around a public this way
very
back.
nice guy.
And carried her head around in a bag or something. That's how the story goes, and then put it in the what do you call it, where the holy water is at the Catholic church here downtown.
Yeah.
Baptismal font.
Yeah. So
yeah.
and we go. We're doing this investigation where the place where the murder actually happened, which was in the kitchen nook area. There was like really high EMF because it wasn't grounded right there by the switches, and so I couldn't stand to be there. But it wasn't because any kind of woo woo anything like that. It's because it just made me feel. Oh, it makes me feel weird. But we went actually to the bless you
Bless
to
you, birthday
the
girl.
to the bedroom, and I got a cold spot in there. I was in there with Barry, and it just felt like somebody turned on the AC. But there's no wind blowing, but that's what it felt like, and it was very specific where the spot was. So here I am with my little IR temperature thing, looking for cold spots in the walls, vents. Nothing was coming from the vent. Nothing was coming from the window. It was just freestanding right there. Only cold spot I ever had, and I can't explain it. So does that make it? Does that mean it's supernatural? It wasn't me that just felt it. Barry felt it too. So I don't. I think I believe in cold spots, but it didn't stick with me. Like you said, you were cold for the rest of the night.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw Enzo in the chat, but he was like, "Oh yeah, you were freezing." Yeah.
But you were freezing the whole time we were in New Orleans too, even outside.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I was cold when I didn't even bring a hoodie because it's 112 degrees outside in the shade, and I froze the whole time we were in New Orleans. Yeah, sure did. Didn't even think about that.
Hey, you were talking about cold spots. I've actually had 3 or 4 times where I've actually gotten so cold that I started chattering, and they measured my temperature, and it was going down 5, 10. The worst one was my temperature dropped almost 35 degrees. And it was like I was getting a ghost hug, is what I was calling them, because we were talking to some, communicating with a couple of spirits, and next thing I know, it's like I can feel a little bit of pressure, and I am getting freezing to the point where I can't talk.
Yeah.
I'm chattering so much. I'm like, please step back.
We were kicking ourselves afterwards because we were talking about it, and Enzo was like, we didn't think to, I don't know, did we even have anything to check the thermostat or to check temperatures with? I can't remember if we did or not with this. It was pretty wild though.
So I have a millimeter, and I like that thing because I had that EMF detector on
so
it.
We did. I had a millimeter.
And it had the temperature probe, but it is so slow reacting to the temperature thing. I was like, man, I want it to go. I want to be faster, but I'm so impatient. So whatever.
Yeah, I didn't think about. I did have my millimeter with me. I guess we could have used it.
Hey, Grumpy.
Hey, Grumpy. Man, long time no see. We need to get together again sometime. And no,
Grumpy is pretty amazing.
What? Yeah. What? So yeah. So I mean, I've tried to use different things. I did try the ghost box one time. I could never get that to work for me. I've watched other people use it. I don't hear what they're hearing. So it's a lot of that stuff. I have issues with a lot of those things. And we had a great location to test out a lot of equipment, and I ended up and Tina will complain loudly about it too. We went through a lot of money buying equipment and tested it out at the hospital, and it never matched what we were experiencing. None of that stuff. So I was like, why am I spending money on this thing? So Yeah. So I stopped spending money on it. The best bought piece of equipment that I got cost me $30, and that's my cheap Sony recorder.
You know what? Mike on our team, what he started doing was he was hooking headphones to his voice recorder, and that way you didn't have to play back to hear EVPs. You could hear them in real time, and he was better able to, find out if he had answers to questions and know what to ask next and things like that. He's had some really good luck with that. Plus, it keeps you from having to re-listen to everything later.
I've had my headphones
I would
on.
still have to ask because I'm deaf.
That is an issue. Yeah, that would be an issue.
I've had my spirit box going directly into my, both ways, either going directly into my recorder and then my headphones on, listening like you're saying, so I could hear things. But even if I just have the recorder and I've got the headphones on, the problem is you can't pick up your own questions in the recorder. All you're getting is the answers typically. So, but I guess if it's just a recorder, then it should pick it up.
And you get things like REM pods and stuff like that, and I could see how they could possibly work if you connect EMF with ghost activity. So, but they're a proximity thing, right? They're not
right.
I don't.
Yeah.
What are they picking up? What is a REM pod picking up?
EMF readings.
Yeah.
Either close to it, or it's either generating EMF and then you're breaking that beam, or you're going to call it a beam, or that area, or it's reacting to EMF coming in close to actually touch it.
Well, because they'll respond to your hand going out, but your hand don't make an EMF detector go off, so it's not picking up EMF. What's it picking up? So I don't really know how they work. I would like to do stuff like that and actually have to play with it, but they started coming out as we were starting to back down off of investigating. Now when Tina and I don't generally investigate too much anymore, because we go in there, we troubleshoot their situation, and then we leave. We haven't been in a situation where we felt the need that we had to go into a situation and actually investigate. So, which makes it easier on us because no review.
Ha.
I found it kind of interesting when I was doing an investigation at Franklin Lodge up here in Alton, Illinois, several months ago. They put out, you've seen the EMF ropes where the lights, if something walks along it, it'll light up or whatever. It did not go off for hours, and they were still sitting up there, so they were going to take it all down after the event was over. A couple hours or whatever. But I grabbed up all my stuff because it was almost time to go in the other room, and I realized that, I never thanked those guys or the spirits in that room for chatting with us that night. So I walked all the way around and went back into the main room, and I walked in and took my hat off and said, guys, that was wonderful tonight. It was amazing. Thank you so much for chatting with us tonight, and it was a lot of fun. All of a sudden, every single one of those little lights across the stage on that rope went off. I'm like, that is one hell of an answer. Thank you so much for that. Was it on recording? Nope. It was just for me to see it. That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool.
So,
okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
I'm sticking with that story. Yeah. Because it was true.
Yeah.
We were able to debunk one of those at the Andrew Jackson house, weren't we, Shaw?
Yep.
They were laying it. It was like, oh, look, it's just one and it's flashing. Well, when you pull it over there,
electrical there.
Like wires going through the floor.
Oh,
yeah. That will set them off. We do a lot of debunking of during baseline readings with EMF detectors and things, especially older appliances some of them will just absolutely pour EMF off of them.
Oh yeah.
And EMF can cause you to, feel like somebody's watching you if it's high enough.
You also got to take into concept the Wi-Fi
poisoning.
and stuff that's in a house too, because Wi-Fi gives a lot of EMF.
Yeah, you could actually get poisoned from it. Go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. Me and Beth are going back and forth on the chat.
I see that.
Yeah, and that's what I say. You can take an EMF detector and insert it in yourself, it won't go off. So, not that I've tried. I'm just saying.
TMI.
TMI. And that's the thing that I've said from the beginning. People trying to communicate with ghosts using an EMF detector. How are they going to do that? We are not electromagnetic people. But we are electric. We put off bioelectric impulses, not electromagnetic impulses. So you would need to use something more along the lines of an EKG machine in order to try to work with that kind of electricity. I've dealt with high dollar EMF detectors and all that stuff. They never register us. So I don't, it's one of the, I said, should seem to go off on people, but not everyone. Well, maybe they're woo-woo. I don't know. I can't answer that because I've never seen that, but yeah, I use them mainly for our suite to find out where the high levels of EMF are, and then correspond that with their experiences. Then you have some people say that the EMF bombarding on your head opens your mind up to be able to see things. I think, yeah, it's called hallucination. But I have I do believe, though, when you talk about the veil, I do believe that in places that are bombarded with really high levels of EMF, that veil, or whatever you want to call it, gets a little thinner at that point. And I have seen an increase in activity in those areas.
Yeah.
And that's to include EVPs more so than just I feel weird. So
okay.
Weird.
I have an answer.
You have an answer?
I have an answer. I did AI. REM pod. REM pod triggers an alarm because your hand is a conductive object that physically disrupts the weak radio frequency electromagnetic field surrounding the device's antenna. The device emits a very low power radio frequency, typically between 200 kilohertz and 5 megahertz, creating an invisible detection zone extending roughly 8 to 20 inches outward. So what you're doing, it's basically you're just breaking that field, because since you're conductive, it's a conductive object, it's breaking the field, and that's what's causing a REM pod to go off, not an EMF detector. And
I saw this one person had a REM pod, and she was talking to it, and it kept going off and on and doing weird things, and it's like, okay, I'm not sure. And then I noticed that she had another piece of equipment close by it, and it was an EM pump. And I was like, get that away from there. And then
or a phone.
A phone
will do it too. Yep.
Well, it's like that.
Walkie-talkies.
Walkie-talkies will make a EMF detector go off. Yeah. So.
Yep. Mm-hmm. No. I mean, so will if you got a radio tower not too far from where you're at, they transmit every so many seconds. It's like, I don't know. It's like 90 seconds or some weird number, and so if all of a sudden every 90 or every same amount of seconds it goes off, you've got a radio tower somewhere nearby. So it's another thing.
And so the same thing as a car alarm that goes off when you get too close. And he also said, before this goes on, guess we need to break out the Kirlian photography setups. I want to do that so bad because I'm curious to see if my leg still shows up that I don't have anymore. And the reason is because I can still wiggle my toes, even though they're not there. My brain thinks they're there. Yeah, I can still wiggle them. So I'm really curious to see if my foot would still show up.
Wow, that would be interesting.
Yeah, my lower leg.
Good point, Enzo, about CB radios.
Yeah. It's one of those things. There's so many things that people they're that I don't want to squash on everybody, but I'm gonna have to. There's EMF is good to find things, but not good for communicating with ghosts. There's too many false positives out there. You can't trust anything that you can consider positive. Same, and I put the EMF with ghostly activity right up there with freaking orbs. And I know there are orb people out there, and it's a freaking artifact. And I've seen visible orbs. I know there are orbs on there, but I know I've tried to take their picture. I tried to get them on video, and I didn't get them.
Majority of them,
And the orbs aren't. The orb is over there. It, generally speaking, is real close to the lens, super close to the lens. Where it's looking up on the image isn't where it's at. So it's an optical illusion. It is an artifact, and that's one of the things that's really hard. So many teams they don't have evidence, so they'll pick through their photos and they'll get an orb picture that looks nice and they'll put it out there and as evidence, and
and swear by it.
Well, swear by it. I will say, when I very first started ghost hunting, I would look at pictures with orbs in them and be like all excited, but you learn better, you do better, right? So you learn what they truly are. And does that mean every single absolute, that's all they are? No, it doesn't. There may be something every once in a while, but majority is dust motes, and it's artifacts, and it's all those things. It's bugs.
That's one of the first things you'll learn, because everybody wants you to be the newbie and the goofball, the greenhorn. Oh my God, you captured some orbs. So really the first year or two, you're going to capture orbs out the wazoo.
Do you guys remember rods? Remember when rods were such a big deal that were flying through the videos? Flying rods. Yeah.
And people don't understand. They don't understand how the camera works.
Yeah. They were bugs. That's when the video cameras first came out.
Or the sundog.
Yeah.
That little blue light, you're looking up and the sun happens to be in there. And you got that little thing moving around. Yeah, lens flare. It's kind of buzzing around. It's like, oh my God. Why is that thing moving?
Okay. Well, we got through equipment. We didn't talk about a bunch of equipment. That's all right. But that was a good one. What I want you all to know is we have this thing in September coming up, September 25th through 27th. That is a Central Kansas Paracon. It's in Hutchinson, Kansas, and we are all going to be there. Once you come out, if you can, if you're anywhere close, come support the cons, and a little bit beyond that, we have the Arkansas Paranormal Expo, and that is, what is that, October? What's that, 22nd?
23rd,
24th.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
24th.
The weekend before Halloween.
25th.
23, 24th.
Yeah.
Oh, 23 and 24th. I'm sorry.
Thanks for pulling that out, because
24, 25, Friday or Saturday, Sunday. Not Friday, right?
Yeah.
Saturday.
But we'll talk. We'll really nail down the dates when it comes time. You can't buy free tickets to the place.
I just did the promo on it. I can't even remember the name of the dates.
It's only $10. 24 and
25. We have a guest in our chat who's been on the show several times, actually, who's going to be speaking there. That is Enzo. So,
oh my daddy.
He's gonna have a full color presentation on probing, and that'll be great. Yeah.
What?
So,
oh my
God! That's what I keep telling people.
Oh my God.
Okay, because that's not what he told us he was going to talk about.
No.
So that's what you got explaining to do.
That's why I told Rhonda, and she's like, "What?" apparently the phone call went silent for a moment because she believed it. Tina's like, no, that's just Adrian being funny.
No.
And Adrian is funny. He's a funny guy. But yeah, no. So that'll be a good time there. I always look forward to that one because that's my
Yep.
That's
Tina
gonna
I
be
get
great.
to add him to the promo and get it
It's
sent.
so much fun.
Yep.
Speaking of promo,
Enzo.
he needs to work on his promo. He just cut and pasted what y'all had for Border Town and said, "Here, use that." No, we need to
It's because
sensationalize
it was
them
so
better.
fantastic.
It was so fantastic.
It was wonderful. The best promo ever written.
Little Rock, Arkansas, the Arkansas
It's a Little
Paranormal
Rock.
Expo.
I have no
At
idea.
the
who
MacArthur
it was written.
Museum of Military History. So
Yes.
it's a great. It's a cool
It
place.
is so
So
fun.
it'll
Cool
be fun.
place. Yeah. And they do, it's a benefit for the museum. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure is.
So it's for a good cause.
Oh,
Cool place.
speaking of good causes and stuff, we do have T-shirts that are coming in. I just ordered DTF transfers for us. That's what I was doing. That's why I was silent. So we're gonna have about 30 something shirts. If you guys want a woo woo T-shirt or an AMOK, we run AMOK T-shirt, let us know. Send us a DM or
really
put
should.
in the group that you want a T-shirt, what size T-shirt you would like, and I'll let you know the price. There we go.
Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome.
See, that's
It
what
depends on what kind
Enzo-
of shirt I get because I'm going to go get the shirts tomorrow. So I don't know what kind of shirts I'm getting. I want to get a better quality shirt than what I got last time. So the shirts that I'm going to be getting are probably going to run a few bucks. So they're probably going to go up to $25 or $30 a t-shirt. So
They're
let me
so
know.
stinking cute though.
Let me know if you would like a t-shirt, or let us know if you would like a t-shirt. They do benefit us to go on these trips and everything, and they will help us to continue to entertain you guys and run amok.
Hey.
and run amok. Hey, so anyhow, next week. Next week we have.
Maybe.
Hopefully everything works out and Alex can be here with us next week.
Right.
We're looking forward to meeting her.
Yeah.
I think Ken already knows her, but I've followed her for years, so I'm anxious to meet her.
Yeah.
Be really
Nice, very nice lady, and a very.
She's like
she's got
right
a lot
now,
of
she's like
good
ketchup.
stuff. I think one of
anticipation.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Heinz. Well, but yeah, she I think I saw her. One of her lectures was about women in the paranormal.
Yes.
Which was very good. Yeah, which was very good. Very interesting.
That's cool.
The history of kind of going up and how women have affected the paranormal community. What their contributions have been.
Yeah.
Lots.
There's actually a contest going on for the face of Halloween that a friend of mine told me, you need to sign up for this. I'm like, I don't do Halloween crafts. I'm just in the paranormal. And they're like, what better Halloween? You're in the paranormal. So.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I signed up for it. We'll see what happens.
Yay. Fun.
Awesome.
Get the show, folks.
Yep.
You know how it goes.
Wow. Wow.
Before we go, Enzo did say he was talking about discussing some of the videos released by the government, Department of War.
I put it up there. He said he's got full color videos of probing.
But what he didn't say is why he's highly qualified to speak on this. And it's because he is retired USAF, number one. But he was also, and Enzo, I know I'm going to butcher this, so fix it for me, please.
Butcher it. Go ahead.
He would look at radar to tell what was birds and what wasn't. So he knows his stuff when it comes to looking at these videos and being able to tell if it's a bird or not. Because he was looking through them going, oh yeah, that's a bird. That's a bird. That's a bird. Okay, this is interesting, but that's a bird. Yeah. So he is qualified. He does come with the chops to talk about it. So we're really looking forward to it.
Pretty good. And he can speak.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
He's not monotone. This is a UFO.
He's not. No, he's not.
No.
Put you to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna go and try to figure out why my white balance went off again and I'm yellow again. I'm not jaundiced. I don't know what the. Anyhow. Hey, join us next week. We'll have our guest that was supposed to be on last week. That was supposed to be on this week. It's going to be on next week. So,
and don't forget to tune in live this weekend at the Goblin Con. I will have a hearing. Yes,
we're excited.
It's going to happen.
And if you're in Kentucky, come see us. If you're anywhere near Hopkinsville, come say hi.
That's right.
Kentucky. All right.
I'm going to see all those Nashvilleites. They're pretty close.
We are driving on the way down there, Sean. We're driving through the land between the lakes too, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Ooh, that's a crazy area.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Isn't all land between lakes somewhere? Anyhow.
Yes.
All right.
It's
Bye,
in
guys.
Kentucky. Bye, guys.
There's Enzo right there. What do you say? Here you go.
Stay A.M.O.K. What?